In the top stories, Prime Minister Drew signs a $50 million deal to boost infrastructure. Prime Minister Drew calls for visa removals to strengthen Afro-Caribbean trade, and NIA reports strong fiscal performance for first half of 2025. The details on these stories and more after the break.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Quartz presents their 2025 appliance event, Be Inspired, at all Quartz stores nationwide. Save big on select appliances, plus free gifts with purchase. Buy a washer and get 20% off any dryer. Plus, get more when you shop on credit with 10% cash back and free delivery on purchases of $5,000 and over. So don't miss your chance to be inspired at the Quartz 2025 appliance event, only at Quartz, bringing value home. Offer ends July 24. Conditions apply.
It's something that you can't put into words. A buzz in the air. From the time you wake up, you're ready to go. The freedom, the fantasy, the fete. To know it is to live it and love it. You have to experience it. If you know, you know. Angostura White Oak Rum. New look, same vibes inside.
Welcome to the Intra-African Trade Fair 2025, the gateway to abundant opportunity, the platform for more, access to a continent with more makers and creators, more technology and manufacturing capabilities, more innovators and collaborators, more information and knowledge, a continent of opportunities for business in more markets and resources that accelerate progress and create space for more infrastructure, connectivity and networking, more creativity, production, and more deals for the people. Afrexim Bank, in collaboration with the African Union Commission and the AFCFTA Secretariat, brings you the 4th Intra-African Trade Fair, hosted by the People's Democratic Republic of Algeria. Over 2,000 exhibitors, 35,000 plus attendees, 140 plus countries, $44 billion in trade and investment opportunities. Register now and enter the gateway to new opportunities.
Welcome to the ZIZ Major Newscast. I am Devon Cornelius. In a defining moment for the future of infrastructure and education in St. Kitts and Nevis, Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew on Monday signed a significant heads of terms agreement with the African Export-Import Bank during the 4th Afro-Caribbean Trade and Investment Forum, Active 2025. This agreement outlines the government's intent to access up to $50 million under a climate-linked facility designed to finance major upgrades and development of critical social infrastructure. The proposed education, construction and rehabilitation climate-linked facility aims to address long-standing challenges in climate-resilient infrastructure. The initiative is closely aligned with the government's agenda of building a sustainable and inclusive society, one where citizens benefit from modern, climate-resilient, future-ready infrastructure. The heads of terms express a mutual intent to move forward with negotiations and final arrangements subject to financing terms and approvals. It marks a significant show of confidence in St. Kitts and Nevis's development plans by one of the continent's largest multilateral financial institutions. Prime Minister Drew said the government will now work closely with the bank to define the terms and structure of the financing, ensuring the final facility aligns with the nation's economic and social development goals, as well as its climate resilience commitments. Meanwhile, Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew joined distinguished regional and African leaders on a presidential panel on New World Order as an opportunity for strengthening Afro-Caribbean trade, investment and cultural relations, held on Monday, July 28, 2025 at the Radisson Conference Center in Grenada. During the engaging panel discussion, Prime Minister Drew made a compelling appeal for the elimination of visa barriers between Africa and the Caribbean, underscoring the immediate impact on trade and investment. He further emphasized that visa requirements present a significant obstacle to deepening economic and cultural cooperation, even as St. Kitts and Nevis offers visa-free access to several African countries, including Nigeria. The panel reflected a shared commitment to redefining global alliances and unlocking new opportunities for collaboration between Africa and the Caribbean, particularly through greater mobility, reciprocal trade policies, and mutual investment frameworks. Still on the local scene, the Nevis Island Administration NIA has announced a solid fiscal performance for the first half of 2025 with strong revenue growth, controlled spending, and signs of a steadily improving local economy. Premier the Honorable Mark Brantley, who also serves as Minister of Finance, shared the encouraging update during his monthly press conference on July 22, 2025. According to the Minister of Finance's media report, both tax and non-tax revenues are on the rise, and Nevis has recorded surpluses in both its primary and overall balances, outpacing performance figures from the same period in 2024 and 2023. Total current revenue for the 6-month period stood at $82.15 million, including $60.83 million in tax revenue and $21.32 million from non-tax sources, a 12.53% increase, or roughly $9.15 million over the same period last year. A standout in the report was the value-added tax, VAT, which rose by 56.15% at the Inland Revenue Department, despite the federal government's VAT reduced rate program, while VAT collected at the customs dipped by 27.86%. Overall VAT receipts still climbed to $22.68 million, an increase of 17% over 2024. Other categories also posted strong gains. Collections from the Social Services Levy, a tax on wages, rose 4.5% over projections and soared 76% over last year's figures, suggesting strong employment growth and higher wage levels. Property tax receipts surged by 144% over the same period in 2024, while offshore financial services revenue was up by 11%. With positive momentum heading into the second half of the year, the NIA's performance is being viewed as a promising signal of resilience and sustainable growth for Nevis. After the break, police investigating 2 armed robberies in Bastia, public urged to assist, and Citizen Security Secretariat deepens community engagement amid 76% drop in homicides. Stay tuned.
National Home Loans, get your dream home, all could be yours. Walk to the
National Home Loans. Home ownership made easy. When you're with National, you're home.
It's time to celebrate culture, celebrate savings, celebrate at Hosford's. Hosford's Culturama sales event runs from July 31st to August 1st. 3 days only. Enjoy 25% off all discountable items store-wide at Hosford's Building and Media Centers, Hosford's Furniture and Appliances, Ashley Furniture Home Store, Hosford's Automotive Accessories and Spares, and Builders Paradise. And that's not all. Get double cash back at Hosford's Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Furniture Home Store. Whether you're upgrading, renovating, or just ready to save, celebrate big this Culturama the Hosford's way. July 31st to August 1st. 3 days only at Hosford's. Everything you need under one roof. Terms and conditions apply.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
The Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force has launched investigations into 2 separate armed robbery incidents that occurred in the Master area within a span of just 2 days. Both robberies involved masked assailants and firearms. The perpetrators fled the scenes and remain at large. The first incident took place on the night of Friday, July 18th, between 10 and 10:30 p.m. on Upper Market Street. According to the police report, a female business owner was closing her bar when she was approached by 2 masked males, both armed. The suspects forcefully grabbed 2 gold chains from around her neck and escaped into a nearby overgrown abandoned property. The second incident occurred just 2 days later on Sunday, July 20th, between 11 and 11:30 a.m. at Hong Yong Supermarket located on Bay Road in the Newtown area. The store owner reported that 2 masked males dressed in black and wearing gloves entered the premises. One of the men was visibly armed with a handgun. The robbers made off with an undisclosed sum of money, along with several items including lighters and rolling paper, before fleeing the scene. The crime scene unit of the police force has processed both locations and collected items believed to be of evidential value. Investigations remain active and ongoing, and police say they are pursuing several leads. Authorities are appealing to the public for any information that could assist in solving either of these cases. Anyone with knowledge of the incidents is encouraged to contact the nearest police station. The police force assures the public that updates will be provided as investigations progress. The Citizen Security Secretariat, CSS, continued its dynamic engagement strategy throughout July 2025, reinforcing the government of St. Kitts and Nevis's data-driven, public health-centered approach to crime prevention. These efforts form part of a wider national strategy that has supported a remarkable 76% reduction in homicides over the past year, under the leadership of Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew. On July 28th, CSS Coordinator Eartha Carey and research analyst and public health consultant Hans Richards served as guest speakers at the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force's 3rd Annual Crime Intervention Summer Soccer Camp held at the NCI grounds. Speaking to dozens of youth and volunteers, Carey and Richards led interactive sessions on citizen security, youth responsibility, and the importance of community unity in reducing violence. The camp, which began on July 21st, is one of several national interventions designed to guide at-risk youth towards positive pathways. Earlier in July, Carey and Richards also made tailored presentations to the Antioch Baptist Church prayer group on the 16th, as well as the Pastors' Conference on Nevis and members of the Police Force High Command on the 1st. These forums provided meaningful faith-based platforms to raise awareness on citizen security and to equip clergy and national security leaders who serve as key community anchors with evidence-based strategies for promoting safety and social resilience. Minister of National Security, Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew, publicly commended the CSS during a recent cabinet press conference, praising the Secretariat's dedication and the measurable success it continues to deliver. Coming up in regional news, Barbados retains strongest Caribbean passport for 10th straight year. The details after this break.
For Culture Rama to Independence, it's your time to ride in style and save all the while with Hotspurs Automotive. Get up to $8,500 off on all models. No down payment, free bill of sale, 12 months of free servicing, or choose up to $1,000 in free groceries or free gas, your choice. And it doesn't stop there. Get free registration, licensing, tinting, and accessories. Whether you're a first-time buyer, a growing family, or just ready for an upgrade, this is your moment. Hurry in to Hotspurs Automotive, St. Kitts and Nevis, and ride in style. Save all the while. Terms and conditions apply.
Can I get a wow? It's the sound you'll make when you get out alone. From a place you once knew to a dream home come true. Wow, for a home like new. Wow, it's the effect you'll get when you upgrade your home.
Upgrade, improve, enhance your home with National Bank's Wow Mortgage for the effect you'll get when you upgrade your home. Lowest interest rate guaranteed and the most favorable terms.
It's Wow Mortgage. Can I get a wow?
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
In regional news, Barbados continues to hold the most powerful passport in the Caribbean, ranking 20th globally in the 2025 Henley Passport Index, with visa-free or visa-on-arrival access to 163 destinations. The island nation once again leads its regional peers, maintaining its reputation for broad global mobility. This is the 10th straight year that the island has maintained its position. Close behind is the Bahamas, which sits at 21st with access to 159 countries, followed by St. Vincent and the Grenadines in 24th for 156 countries, and St. Kitts and Nevis in 25th for 154 countries. The Henley Passport Index ranks passports based on the number of destinations their holders can enter without obtaining a visa in advance. It covers 199 passports and 227 destinations globally. The 2025 rankings highlight not just regional leaders, but also notable shifts among global powers. According to Henley and Partners, the United Kingdom and the United States have each dropped one spot since January, continuing a long-term decline in global passport strength. Once the most powerful passports in the world, the UK in 2015 and the US in 2014, they now rank 6th and 10th respectively. The UK offers access to 186 destinations, while the US trails with 182, putting it on the brink of falling out of the global top 10 for the first time in the index's 20-year history. Coming up, New York gunman was targeting NFL but went to wrong office, mayor says. We'll have the details when we come back.
In the sun or in the rain, life's a journey, joy and pain. But NCI's here day and night, always here for you, making it right. Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend, always here for you, right here till the very
At National Caribbean Insurance, you are covered and secure. We're your partner, your protector, your peace of mind. So for home, for health, for life, choose NCI because we're always here for you, always.
Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend, always here for you, right here till the very end. Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend, always here for you, right here till the very end.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Welcome back. A gunman who killed 4 people when he stormed a skyscraper in the heart of New York on Monday evening left a note that appeared to blame the National Football League, NFL, for a brain injury, the city's mayor, Eric Adams, says. The attacker, 27-year-old Shane Tamura of Los Angeles, shot himself dead after opening fire in a building where the American Football League has its headquarters, but went to a different part of the building after taking the wrong lift. The gunman was carrying a note in which he blamed CTE, a brain disease triggered by head trauma, for his mental illness, Adams said. Tamara played football as a teenager but did not play in the NFL, ex-teammates have told U.S. media. New York City Police officer Didarul Islam, 36, who was working as a security guard at the building, was among those killed. Another of the victims was an employee of finance giant Blackstone, who was named by her company as Wesley Lepatna. 2 male civilians were also killed. An NFL employee was also seriously injured in the attack, the league's commissioner, Roger Goodwill, wrote in a message to staff. Up next in sports, Australia defeat West Indies to sweep T20 series and CPL to adopt ICC T20 playing conditions for 2025 season. Stay tuned.
In the sun or in the rain, life's a journey, joy and pain. But NCI's here day and night, always here for you, making it right. Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend. Always here for you. Right here till the very
At National Caribbean Insurance, you are covered and secure. We're your partner, your protector, your peace of mind. So for home, for health, for life, choose NCI because we're always here for you. Always.
Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend. Always here for you. Right here till the very end. Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend. Always here for you. Right here till the very end.
Australia completed a compressive 5-0 clean sweep against West Indies in the T20 series by winning the final match of their tour by 3 wickets. The hosts were put into bat at Warner Park in St. Kitts and Nevis and managed 170, with Shimron Hetmyer hitting 52 from 31 balls as Australian bowler Ben Dwaterus took 3 for 41. The Windies were given hope of a win when they reduced Australia to 25 for 3, but Cameron Green, Tim David and Mitch Owen got their side back on track. Green scored 32 runs from 18 balls. David smashed 4 sixes in a 12-ball 30, and Owen raced to 37, including 3 fours and 3 sixes in 17 balls. Aaron Hardy added 28 from 25 balls as Australia reached their target with 3 overs to spare. Still on sports, the Caribbean Premier League, CPL, will adopt the International Cricket Council's ICC T20 international playing conditions starting with the upcoming season. This strategic alignment brings CPL matches in line with the global standard, ensuring the tournament remains one of the premier cricketing showcases in the world. The recent updates to the ICC's T20 playing conditions, particularly the stricter over-rate rules, have led to notable improvements in match completion times across international cricket. By adopting these same rules, the CPL aims to ensure more predictable match durations, enhancing the experience for fans, broadcasters, and all stakeholders involved. When we come back, we'll have another look at the stories that made the headlines.
Yeah, man. Another day in the books. Well, hello there. She pretty from head to toe, and are you ready to go? Wait there. Whew. Can't afford to slip up. Not even in my dreams.
Recapping the top stories. Prime Minister Drew signs a $50 million deal to boost infrastructure. Prime Minister Drew calls for visa removals to strengthen Afro-Caribbean trade. And NIA reports strong fiscal performance for first half of 2025. And that brings us to the end of the ZIZ Major Newscast. Thank you for joining us. I'm Devon Cornelius. Goodbye.